Alright, and we're back for more Doom. Now, I think we're in the central processing plant. Or just central processing. I don't know why I insist on calling it a plant, but whatever. We're here now, and we're going to kill probably the same 5-some enemies that we've seen in the previous levels. That was the only thing with these games that was kind of like, you know, it was cool. You were still, like, killing stuff, and then, like, groundbreaking for its time, obviously, but sometimes you wish you could see a couple more different enemies. That was sweet. But hey, you know, it did what it could do. I just find it funny how, when they tried bringing this to consoles, it took how many... Oh, Jesus. Talk about consoles after I kill these two. Okay, it took how many, excuse me, like, different generations of consoles to come by until you could actually get a good version of this on consoles to play. And, you know, like, this is the BFG version that I have for my 360, and, you know, it isn't until we got to about this where it was, like, really good, you know, compared to the PC version. Like, there are, you know, you got the Saturn version, you've got the Super Nintendo version, which is not really that great. Like, love the Super Nintendo, but I don't even know why they did it. It did not translate very well. It had very, very poor draw distance. You know, obviously it was pixelized beyond freaking belief. And, red doors. And, yeah, it didn't work. And I think I remember they said, like, you know, the Mode 7 chips that they had in it did as good as it could. But, yeah, it was limited color palette and everything, like, just didn't work out. And then, like, Sega tried with the 32X version. It was somewhat better visually. Audio-wise, it was just fucking atrocious. Like, and I'm even a Sega fan, and I have that version of it. Like, if you guys ever want me to play that version, I will give it my best. You know, hooking up a 32X to record from is not known to go well all the time. So I can give it a shot if you guys end up wanting to see that. But, yeah, that one didn't work out so well. You couldn't even have certain enemies, like, you couldn't have too many of the certain enemy on screen. It just wouldn't be able to process it. God, I gotta find this red door. And that and the god-awful music. So that was what was holding that one back. And then we got into, yeah, red door is good. So then at that time, the consoles that I guess you could consider super consoles, that would be like your, what the? Oh, shit! Yeah. It would be like your super consoles. So, like, at that time, you were looking at, like, 3DO, you know, like, I guess you could consider CDI to be one of the, super consoles, but nobody really bought it, and it really just wasn't that great. Why do I have a feeling like I should have had that fucking suit still? So yeah, that was your super consoles at the time, and the one that did it the best, to my recollection, now I'm not going to say which one did the best, but the one that gave, like, pretty much the closest to a home port translation of it had to probably been the Jaguar. Although the Jaguar had no noise. It had no music whatsoever. Which some people think is cool. As much as I do love the soundtrack from this game, I do have to say, like, I had a friend that had a Jaguar. It was like one of those... it was like one of those things, like, you knew some kids and they had this fucking thing that nobody else ever wanted, but you were intrigued, so you're like, hey, let's hook this fucker up and try this thing out. So these were friends that I knew at a campground that my parents frequented every weekend. So they had their Jaguar, and they had Doom for it. We hooked it up, and I thought it was really cool to not have music in it, actually. Like, it kind of makes it scarier, in a sense, because all you hear is, like, everything growling and, you know, you hear doors and stuff opening. What the hell is that computer area map? Okay. You hear doors and stuff opening, and that's it, you know? And you're always, like, it puts you on your toes, because you just hear all this stuff, and you don't see any of it. So yeah, it was pretty cool, and it was seamless. Like, it worked pretty good. It wasn't very choppy or anything, so it was a really good version of this game. Oh, fuck! I hate these. Yeah, all right. And then let me see what other versions. Yeah, like the Saturn tried it. It was okay. It didn't look as good as it could have, like it did on the computer, obviously. And God, the last time I don't own it on the Saturn, and the last time I went looking for a copy of it, it's super goddamn expensive, like way more than I ever would want to pay for a Doom game again. But you never know, like maybe collector-wise I'll grab it someday, but... So then you had, what I was talking about in another video, the previous one to this, the Doom 64, which I am going to consider a version of Doom. Not many people do, but that one was easy to play. Like I said, dark as hell. It was easy to play, though, because the analog stick. I'm not the biggest fan of the N64 controller, but it made, like, FPS playing... playing FPS it made it pretty much possible for the first time to do it well on a home console. Because before that, you just had, like, using a D-pad, and not the greatest experience. Like, it works for this... It kind of works for this game just because it's more just up, forward, and all that kind of... You know, it's not like you need true 3D controls. But, yeah. Oh, God. It's like you start thinking of something, and then you get into, like, a hail of gunfire, and then you forget what the hell you were talking about. Why did I do that? Oh, fuck! Ah! Oh, got him. But yeah, it's just, even though this game isn't super demanding of needing a 3D, like, controller apparatus, it still helped, like, leaps and bounds in, like, the realm of even playing first-person shooters on a console. And to my recollection, like, the 64... to me, was probably the first console that did it well. And it had some really good FPSs on that system. Like, one of my favorite series of all time, which did not get a really good reboot, Turok, for example. Very good game. You know, the controls were okay. Like, if I go back to play it takes a little bit of getting used to, just because, like, your directions were guarded... like, you used the C buttons to do your directions. So it was kind of like, it was really weird to do that. And then, the camera was the stick, obviously, but, you know, for some reason, a lot of those games, they like to do the inverted stick control, and I never really understood that. I call it playing commie-wise. Jason, our friend Jason, that's on the show, he likes to play inverted, and I can't stand it. But, yeah, let me think, like... God, this is making me want to do, like, a series on first-person shooters. It's, like, it's possibly my favorite genre of all time, growing up. So, yeah, I mean, you had Turok, which was a good series. Obviously, you had GoldenEye. Quite possibly the one of the best first-person shooters that was on the 64. The one that got the most notoriety, I can definitely say that. Then you had some that were, like, not so well known. There was Armorines, which I freaking loved. It was kind of like, to explain it, it's like you got to play a game based off of Super Trooper. Not Super Trooper, oh, what the hell is it? I can't remember now. It's the Super Troopers is the freaking, the cop movie. The one where it's like they were fighting a bunch of bugs. Like giant bugs and everything. Yeah, whatever. But it was like that movie. And, like, you fought bugs of all different sizes. Like, there were really grand scale battles. And it was really cool. And it's one of those games that, you know, I don't think it really got any praise. And it should have. It really, really should have. Oh god, what we got going on here? Okay. There's a suit down there. I'm trying to think of other first-person shooters that were on the 64. I mean, they had a port of Hexen on there. That was okay. I think I actually own that. I do own Hexen on the Saturn. That's actually a pretty good port of that. Yeah. God, now it's like making me think about playing Armorines. It was just so good. Like, I remember there being like, and it wasn't even bosses like some of them, you know, like you would just go into certain stages and there was just like this giant freaking like mantis looking thing, and like it was just so fun. I mean, that's what we play games for, right? Like, to have fun. Because even like when I was starting to do these, I was like, I don't know, can I really do like, can I play Doom and put commentary in it where it's like nice commentary, you know? And I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I just want to play Doom. You know? I know, like, having, like, super amazingly funny content is, you know, the must. Like, you have to do that. It's like, well, if you don't, then why the hell are you even doing it, you know? But I don't know. Just sometimes you just want to play these games that you haven't seen or, like, touched in so long. And like I said, for me, this has been, like, years since I touched this freaking game. I think I was up there. No, I wasn't up here. I would have picked all that stuff up if I was up here. I was around through here. We have to get to red doors now, if I remember correctly. Let me see, can I get this thing to go back up? Alright. Obviously this is some kind of something or other. Got some mega armor there. I'm gonna go back through here and grab that. Alright. So there's some secrets. I feel like I already opened a door that looked like this. Maybe I didn't, I just didn't go and get the key. I thought I already had done that. Oh well. Alright, now we need to find the blue doors. But, yeah. So, God, how the hell do I get out there? No clue. Is this gonna... I was gonna say, if that is my answer, I'm gonna be really pissed off. Okay, yeah, I was in here already. I gotta find the blue door. Blue door. I know I went in front of it like a million times already. This is one thing I do hate about first-person shooters. When you do this to yourself. You were in a certain place, you went in front of a certain door like a million goddamn times. And now you can't remember where the hell it is and how to get back to it. It's even more frustrating. There we go. As I say, it's even more certainly frustrating when you're trying to record a video to do it. Who's shooting? You die now. Yeah, so... Interesting. There's gonna be a switch somewhere, I'm assuming. Alright, we'll go this way. I know I'm basically not getting anywhere near as many secrets as I probably could be getting. That probably opened that door. Imagine being able to run at that kind of a speed. Like, Doom Guy's freaking insane. Alright, there we go. So we finished the computer station. Almost killed everybody. Now we're at the Phobos Anomaly. Alright, everybody. I'm going to have to pause this here. I think I know where we're heading with this one, and I think I know exactly what this is. This might be quite possibly the end of where the shareware version left you, so... I could be wrong, but we'll see. Until next time, guys, let me know down in the comments below how I'm doing. If you like this video, please also leave a comment down there. Hit that like button and subscribe. Also, click on that bell if you want to get more Doom videos. It'll let you know whenever I'm uploading anything. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode.
Game over.